This is Inside Indiana Business Radio on demand for Friday, July 12th, 2024. I'm Gary Dick. Ascend Indiana has awarded $175,000 each to 4 sites to launch youth apprenticeship pilots in their local communities. The Talent and Workforce Development Initiative of the Central Indiana Corporate Partnership says the 4 recipients will service some 29 counties. Ascend CEO Brad Rohr.
Yeah, really what we're trying to do is increase the opportunities for youth in Indiana in engaging in industry by expanding opportunities in education to include industry partners throughout Indiana.
Officials in Gas City have broken ground on a $20 million, 1,800-seat music venue. The Gas City Music Center is being funded with a portion of the East Central Indiana Regional Partnership's $15 million allocation from the Regional Economic Acceleration and Development Initiative, or READY. Powers Hamburgers, the downtown Fort Wayne staple that has been in operation for more than 80 years, has found a temporary spot to continue cooking up its signature sliders following a fire that damaged its primary location last month. The restaurant says it will open at the Union Street Market inside the Electric Works Mixed-Use Innovation District. From the state's #1 source for Indiana business news, you're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio. Indiana, your bold future starts here. IBJ Media, Inside Indiana Business, and the Indiana Economic Development Corporation invite you to the Engage Indiana series, presented by CareSource, Indiana University, and Old National Bank. With an unrelenting focus on growing Indiana's economy, our Engage Indiana events take place in every region of the state. Discover when we'll be in your area at ibj.com/engage. A New York-based home furnishings company plans to expand its distribution operations in Whitestown and hire 60 new employees over the next 3 years. Safavi, which sells rugs, indoor and outdoor furniture, lighting, wall art, and accessories, planning a 600,000 square foot warehouse in Ambrose Property Group's Indianapolis Logistics Park Northwest. Safavi is planning a total investment of $62 million. A U.S. appeals court has ruled that college athletes whose efforts primarily benefit their schools may qualify as employees, deserving of pay under federal wage and hour laws. Here's IIB's Alex Brown.
The court, in the latest challenge to the Indianapolis-based NCAA's long-held notion of amateurism in college sports, said that a test should be developed to differentiate between students who play college sports for fun and those whose effort crosses the legal line into work. Judge Felipe Restrepo said, quote, "With professional athletes as the clearest indicators, playing sports can certainly constitute compensable work," end quote. The NCAA had hoped to have the case dismissed, but it will instead go back to the trial judge for fact-finding. The ruling follows a 2021 Supreme Court decision that led the NCAA to amend its rules to allow athletes to profit from their name, image, and likeness. In May, the NCAA announced a nearly $2.8 billion revenue sharing plan that could steer millions of dollars directly to athletes by next year. The Division I athletes and former athletes behind the suit in Philadelphia are seeking more modest hourly wages similar to those earned by their peers in work-study programs. Alex Brown, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Indiana Landmarks has selected Indiana Barn Foundation to receive the 2024 Local Leadership Challenge Grant, providing $100,000 to help the preservation nonprofit hire its first full-time executive director. This is Gary Dick for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.